Hi students, welcome to the next video, isometric projection 7, video 7. In this video, we are going to discuss some new thing. We have drawn isometric views of various objects. How do we draw them? We have taken the three isometric axes, and we have taken the actual dimensions along the respective axes. We also learned that lengths that fall along axes are same and all other lengths are different. And the angles at the corners are different compared to the actual angle and the angle which you get in the isometric view. Now, I am going to tell you something a little bit difficult to understand, but I will try my level best to explain. This is a cube. This is a cube. I am holding on the solid diagonal of the cube. I am holding on the solid diagonal of the cube. Agreed? Now, keep a solid diagonal of a cube perpendicular to VP. Keep the solid diagonal of a cube perpendicular to VP and draw the elevation. Draw the elevation of the cube. I repeat. Keep the solid diagonal of a cube perpendicular to VP and draw the elevation of a cube. Can you tell me what is the shape? I am going to draw the shape. Look at this. This is the shape of the elevation. Look at this. This is the shape of the elevation. What is this point? This point is the elevation of that solid diagonal which is kept perpendicular to VP. When a line is kept perpendicular to VP, its elevation is a point. So this point represents the elevation of that solid diagonal which is kept perpendicular to VP. Agreed? Now, this elevation is called isometric projection of the cube. This elevation is called isometric projection of the cube. Agreed? And the concept of the three isometric axes, the three isometric axes at 120 degrees is derived from this isoaxis. The concept of the three isometric axes is derived from this. And this isoplane, and this isoplane, they are derived from this. Agreed? So what is this? This is isoprojection of a cube. Now interestingly, when you draw this elevation, see, when you keep the cube like this, no side of the cube is parallel to VP. So no side of the cube is true length. Agreed? If the side of the cube is 10 centimeter, what is this line? This is not 10, this is not 10, this is not 10. None of them is 10 because no side is parallel to VP. When a side is parallel to VP, its elevation is true length. Here no side is parallel to VP and hence no side is true length. Then what is the distance? If it is not true length, what else it is? The true length where the length that length is called isometric length. Isometric length. It is equal to 0.815 times the actual size. 0.815x. If the side of the cube is 10, when you draw here, this will be 81.5 mm instead of 100 mm. And this distance, 0.815 times the actual size, is called the isometric length. Then, up to now, we have drawn some views that is not true. That is not true. We have taken actual lengths along the axis. But actual length will not come. What comes is isometric length. But we have taken actual length. What happened? You drew something which is bigger in size than the actual object. Therefore, we called it isometric view. What I mean to say is, whatever we have drawn up to this are isometric views of various objects. Such views do not exist. I repeat, such views do not exist. Then why do we draw? We drew them for convenience. Isometric view എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വ്യൂ ആക്ച്വലി ഇല്ല. ആക്ച്വൽ ഡയമെൻഷൻസ് ഐസോമെട്രിക് ആക്സിസെ കൂടെ എടുത്ത് വരയ്ക്കുന്നതാണ് ഐസോമെട്രിക് വ്യൂ. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു വ്യൂ ഇല്ല. അത് സൗകര്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി വരച്ചാണ്. പിന്നെ എന്താ ഉള്ളത്? ഐസോമെട്രിക് പ്രൊജക്ഷൻ ആണുള്ളത്. Isometric projection actually exists, and in isometric projection we take iso lengths along the axis. Agreed? Now, how do we take iso length? Can we multiply all distances along the axis by 0.815? We can do that, but that is not what is expected from our side. What we do is, we draw something called an isometric scale. What is isometric scale? This is called isometric scale. 15 degrees, you draw a triangle, 15 degrees, 45 degrees, A, B, C. What is AB? AB is actual length. Actual length. What is this? This is called iso length. What it means is AC by AB equals 0.815. Agreed? So, whenever we draw isoprojection of an object, we construct an isometric scale. This is called isometric scale. Isometric scale. So we construct an isometric scale. How do we construct an isometric scale? We take the largest dimension on the object and take AB, make AB, then construct this triangle. If there are other dimensions in the object, like smaller distances, we mark those smaller distances from A and mark here. And through these points, draw lines parallel to this so that we get the corresponding iso lengths. That is how we draw. I have been telling you about a cube. I have compared the iso-view of a cube and iso-projection of a cube. Iso-projection of a cube is a hexagon, it's a regular hexagon, whose side is equal to 0.815 into actual size. Then what about iso-view? Iso-view of the cube is a hexagon, whose side is actual size, actual side of the cube. Agreed? Then how do we draw iso-projection of other objects? Whenever we draw iso-projection of other objects, we assume the object is inscribed in an appropriately sized cube, and the solid diagonal of that cube is kept perpendicular to VP, and the object inside the cube is drawn ignoring the cube. I repeat, when you draw iso-projection of an object, any object, prisms, pyramids, cone, cylinder, whenever we draw iso-projection of an object, we inscribe that object in an imaginary cube of appropriate size, correct size, a cube which can contain the object. Then keep the solid diagonal of that cube perpendicular to VP, solid diagonal of that cube perpendicular to VP, and draw the object which is kept inside. Assume the cube is made of glass, ignore the glass cube and draw the object inside. That is called the iso-projection of that object. Agreed? Iso-projection. How do you draw iso-view? Same thing, but we draw to actual dimension. Take actual dimension, you get iso-view. Agreed? Now, whenever we draw iso-projection of an object, we draw an iso-scale, and from the iso-scale, we come to the object. I hope you understand. I hope you understand the difference between iso-view and iso-projection. Iso-projection, iso length എടുത്ത് വരയ്ക്കും, iso-view, actual length എടുത്ത് വരയ്ക്കും. That's essence. The essence is, iso-projection is drawn with iso-scale or iso-length, and isoprojection is drawn with isolength and isoview is drawn with actual size. So if you draw isoprojection and isoview of the same object, the isoview will look bigger and isoprojection will look a little bit smaller. That's all the difference. I hope you understand. So when you read the question, you have to carefully note whether you are asked to draw isoview or isoprojection. If it is isoprojection, you have to compulsorily draw this isometric scale because this will carry about 15% of the mark. Usually, if it's a 10 mark question, 1.5 marks will be allotted for drawing the isometric. If you draw isoscale and then leave the question, you will minimum get 1.5 mark, 15%. Agreed? So you have to be careful when you read the question, check whether it is isoview or isoprojection. Now we will draw isoprojection of few problems and then we go to standard university questions from various university question papers. Okay, I have tried to differentiate between isoprojection and isoview. Okay, thank you.